look as happy as mutts that lost their meals. Good to see you too." "Aye, tastes good," Drake replied, voice pointed. "I simply would prefer to keep seeing you in one piece." Kieran opened his mouth to defend his actions, but through the open shutters of the window he could see the battle beginning to form on the field below, calling to him. The horses pawed the mist-clung earth restlessly, their breaths white against the blue-black of the pre-dawn sky. Troops lined up, over 100 men unsheathed weapons. The restless hunger called to him again, singing a siren song of expectancy. The trio of knights dashed down the stairs and left the castle to join the impending fray. Auric, known throughout England as the White Lion, looked oddly weary and reluctant for a legendary warrior. Drake, as always, would serve Guildford skillfully, with an abiding sense of duty and affection for his grandfather. And Kieran, well, he always followed the thirst for adventure, until it was quenched, at least for the moment. Kieran had his squire Colm assist him into his armour. Then he climbed onto his gelding and looked out upon their warring Scottish opponents. With a restless gaze he sought out those among Clan Campbell who looked big, fast, and skilled. Eagerness to test their mettle against his own chafed him. He tapped his fingers impatiently against his thigh. It seemed an eternity before the battle began with a shout in the dark morn. The clash of swords declared the fighting underway. With a nudge to his horse's flanks, Kieran urged Lancelot into the melee, his sword at the ready. Opponents came at him one after the other, sometimes in pairs. He felt a surge of achievement as he sliced into one man. Surprise crossed the Scot's face, just before death did. Kieran let loose a battle cry as he ducked to avoid a Campbell blade on his left, only to see it enter one of the Scottish men on his right. Feint, thrust, parry, kill, lunge, slice, plunge, defeat. Battle was like a rhythm in his head, one he could understand and dance to, one to which he was addicted. The motions were automatic and rewarding, as were the results. His challengers lost. The metallic scent of blood tinged the air, along with the smells of damp earth and dewed grass. The thud of metal upon bone mixed with the cries of defeat as the battle whirled all around, the revelry at its zenith. Still the sun hid slyly behind the winter-bare hills, as if to add an intriguing dimension to this game of life and death. True, Kieran could not exactly recall what squabbles the Campbells now had with Guildford. Years past, the Scots had become the Earl's foes when his daughter, Drake's mother, had wed Drake's father, an enemy MacDougall. Apparently the union, though long over, still angered and threatened the Campbells. He shrugged. Their reasons hardly mattered. Here was a battle to be fought, and he would not back away. With a whoosh of his broadsword and a whoop of excitement, Kieran rode to Drake's side. His Scottish friend smiled back wryly. "How are ye?" "The battle is near finished and no one has killed me yet. That makes for a good morn thus far. And you?" Drake's expression turned grim. "Ready to end this farce with the bloody Campbells." At the sight of a charging foe, Drake tossed down his claymore, then retrieved the longbow from his back. He fired an arrow, felling the man. Beside him, Kieran repeated the process when another man approached behind the first. Kieran laughed. "Lord, 'tis an excitement, besting your enemies, pitting your skills against mighty warriors." "Killing is never fun," Drake said harshly. Did neither Auric nor Drake feel the excitement of testing their skills anymore? What had happened to the warriors he had always known? Kieran frowned. "Battle is the stuff of men in life," Kieran protested. "Aye, but not of amusement," Drake grunted. "Do you find nothing else pleasurable these days?" With a rogue grin, Kieran replied, "How well you've forgotten me since I last saw you." "'Tis right you are," his Scottish friend said dryly. "You always enjoy a good wench." "At least one," he shot back. Shaking his head, Drake retrieved his sword and whirled away to discover another attacking Campbell. Kieran leaped in front of him and severed the warrior's head from his body. Then he let loose a battle cry and rode for another opponent. Kieran whirled the hiss of flames and discovered that someone had set fire to the cottages of Guildford's crofters. He angled his mount away from the heat and the distant memory of flames on the wood stones of Balcarthy Castle, burning across Irish soil. Men howled, and Kieran recalled the sounds from many years past. Shaking his head, Kieran cleared it. He never thought about the past, about his childhood. Such reminiscing served no purpose. He could not change what had happened.